Alright, what's up guys? Wanted to just hit a little bit here on fiberglass tubes and being safe with them. I know I'm not the only one out here that doesn't want to replenish their entire collection of tubes with the HD tubes. You know, I buy some HD every year, but every time you buy a shell kit you get 4 of these fiberglass tubes, so you know, you might as well put them to good use. I mean, they're good for multiple shots. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the fiberglass itself, but I've seen them put together basically 2 different ways as far as how the base is plugged. You can have something like this where the plug itself is all the cement. It's like a clay and cement mix, and then they staple the particle board base onto it. Generally, you know, you knock off that base, you're good to go, because when this sits in the bottom of the rack, it's flat. You don't have to worry about anything on the, you know, the bottom supported here. The other way I've seen them built is they actually have a wood plug, and you can't see it in here, but there is cement in the tube here, and then they plug the base with a wood plug, and then they staple the particle board square base to that. Now sometimes, like this one, if you kind of use a hammer and just knock all the way around the sides real careful and easy, sometimes you can get just the base to come off. You know, the nails will pull through, but a lot of the times the plug will come out with the base, so you're left with a tube like this. Do not put this tube in a rack and shoot it like this. That plug is going to move in the tube and deteriorate. You know, after a few shots, you're going to be having a real bad day if you use that and you know, don't expect them. Say you use it 3-4 times. You know, the 3rd or 4th time, there may not be enough plug left to contain all the power that the shell's putting out of its lift charge. So what I'm doing, this is a 2-inch hole saw. You pick these kits up, you know, pretty cheap, local hardware store, and I'm just cutting out 2-inch plugs out of scrap 1x4. And then they don't fit perfect. They're a little bit loose. The way the saw is cut, the teeth are kind of pointed out from each other like this, so it's not, you know, a perfect hole on the inside. Perfect diameter, I would say. But I'm just going to take some construction adhesive and glue these into the base, and then we'll be good to go. So unless you're, you know, if you're doing a poor man's rack or something where you're just screwing the bases down to wood, that's fine. But if you're putting racks together like this, you want to make sure that you have support on the plug in the tube there. So yeah, that's about it. This was the rack that I was shooting the modified shells out of for Memorial Day. And what ended up happening was one of the shells had a little bit too much lift powder in it, and it actually ripped these 2 screws right out of the 2x4. And I'm using you know, 1 5/8" wood screws, and everything is built off from this 2x4 section here. Everything screws into it, so it's, you know, fairly sturdy. But there was so much lift package in there, and you know, there may have been a little bit of a dip in the ground or whatever. It just blew this board right out. So gonna have to reconfigure that rack a little bit. But yeah guys, until next time, have a good one.